YouTube? Dawson Ryder here. Happy Halloween. We got a Halloween treat today. I hate that I said that. That was just so corny. I hate myself. I mean, in general, but for that line specifically. But we did get a Halloween treat today with the official trademark for the next Sentai being revealed! Now, the name's been floating around for a while, which the main name being Gozyuger, which there's been a couple different rumors sort of floating around. I didn't do a deep dive into it, but I know there were some fake images, and like I said, the name's been around. So I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make a video. I feel like I should have made a video before if that was really the name, and then we're just gonna get confirmation, like what's the point, you're kind of late on it. But then once we got the full name with kind of like the beginning part, I thought it was interesting, which is the full name being No.1 Sentai Gozyuger, which made me want to make this video solely for the Riker No.1 jokes, because I'm going to speculate right now, Riker will be the mentor and the villain will be Locutus, for sure. You heard it first here. I do find that really interesting. You know, the name Gozyuger, when I first saw it floating around, I was like, why are those words floating in the air? I should probably see a doctor. When I first saw it floating around, I thought that was the most kind of classic sounding Sentai name we've had in a while. I mean, ones like Zenkaiger and King Oger, and even Boom Boonger have like traditional stuff in them. They're not like off the wall. But Boom Boonger admittedly does sound really goofy. Like, it sounds like a parody Sentai when you just look at the name on its own. And then stuff like Dawn Brothers is unique, and you know, maybe it's just because we've been a bit more experimental, but Gozyuger just sounded like the most old school sounding Sentai name we've had in a while. And it also sounded like they're putting together classic ones like Goggle 5 or Go-Go 5 or Go Busters, and then like Zyuranger or Zyuoger, and then just did like a fusion dance. And it just felt like this weird hybrid of like, we ran out of stuff, just mash them together. And so I did a very quick look up. We've used Zyuranger before, and I guess like the Zyuranger, not the Zyuranger, but like the word meaning can be like beast, and then Goju can mean like divine beast or something. Again, I just did a very quick look up. I only looked at like the first results. So something beast related, which like I saw as part of the rumor when the name was floating around. If they do something a little bit different with it possibly being like divine beasts or like more godly beasts or something bigger, I hope it's that, and it sounds like it might be something bigger than just like lions and tigers and bears, oh my. So again, with that classic sounding name, maybe we're in for a very classic feeling Sentai. Like, I'm a little bit mixed, because I actually am kind of intrigued by the idea of maybe having a very classic feeling like Sentai in terms of the name and the aesthetics, like looking more classic Ranger design like we're used to. But I also really have been appreciating the unique suit designs, and I don't want to see that go away. Even though Boom Boonger was a little bit back to basics, I know it took time for people to get used to the suits, and some still haven't. I do appreciate that we still did something different, even with a very classic feeling Sentai in a lot of ways. So I hope that doesn't go away. Now, the No.1 thing is very interesting. I'll be curious to see how that plays and what that means. I already saw some people, of course, speculating about it having to do something with the anniversary, because I guess next year is the 50th season, but this year technically is the 50th anniversary. Kind of like, I believe it was like Zyuoger landed on the anniversary like season, but Ninja also was like the technical anniversary, so they did. I'm so tired of how obsessed we are with anniversaries. Like, every time we get a new Sentai, even if we're far away from the new anniversary season, like 3 or 4 years, I hardly ever see people talk about or speculate about what this season will be about on its own. It's always about the GD anniversaries. I'm so sick of it. So I don't know, maybe it will have something to do with that. I'm sure they'll do something. They celebrate or acknowledge every little anniversary nowadays, so I would be shocked if they didn't do something. I'm sure they have something bigger planned for next year's anniversary season, but I think there'll be something in here. Who knows what the anniversary season will be. I would love to see something a little more subdued, where they just do like a subtle thing, like when Bokenger had the monster designs based off of Mecha, and then maybe just do a really awesome movie. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'll keep an open mind. But I find this to be a really intriguing name. Like, this time, it's not like the Boom Boonger or the Dawn Brothers part that's like weird or unique. It's the first part, the No.1. Immediately made me think of Star Trek, which was funny. It also made me think of a conversation I was having with a friend recently about some of the lines that I was annoyed that they changed, or I guess fixed, when we did Dragon Ball Kai. Because I always liked that scene when Vegeta was admitting Goku was better. They changed it to, I guess I'm assuming it was closer to the Japanese dialogue, to Kakarot, you are No.1. I preferred the one where it was like, you're better than me, Kakarot. You are the best. I thought that just sounded so much more natural, especially with the delivery. Like, the way he says you are No.1 sounds like a robot. Anyway, so I am excited though. I have been enjoying Boom Boonger. Not as much as I was enjoying King Oger, but I have been enjoying it. I've really been enjoying Gav. And it's always exciting to, you know, get to that time where we're closer to the new Sentai stuff, as we're going to start getting pictures and toys and all that type of stuff. I've said this before in my Boom Boonja reviews, but it's absolutely crazy that we're like almost done with it and ready for the next Sentai. Like, people always say that about how fast time moves, but this year in particular, I feel like it was just yesterday I was reviewing the first episode of Boom Boonja. But are you guys excited for Gozyuger? What do you hope to see from it? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps to ring that bell to get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.